It's the Royal Financial Investment Group. As always, this is your host, Prince Dykes, here coming to you guys with another great video. Today's video is going to be called Greece Said Heck No. What does that mean? And how can you profit with etrade? Now, of course, I'm just going to give you a step-by-step with etrade, but you can profit any type of way. You can use any platform. A symbol is a symbol. How you get it is how you get it. Right? How you invest, whether it's TD Ameritrade, whether it's Scottrade, whether it's whatever. They should all offer the same thing at the end of the day. So I don't have a lot of time. I definitely know you guys don't have a lot of time. So let's jump straight into this video. So, I'm kind of speaking on Greece because it's a hot topic, and I'm kind of building like a little documentary of it along the way of how this pans out. Now, the first thing I want you guys to keep in mind, in case you've been on the rock, you don't know what's going on with Greece. It pretty much has defaulted last week as of Tuesday. They're going through a lot of financial situations. They own the euro, which is a currency over there. They own the euro. And, it's been threats of them pulling away from the euro, all this other good stuff, right? Now, let's paint the picture. The euro over the last couple of years has been struggling. The US dollar has been bullish. The euro has been kind of down for a while. Euro's been kind of weak. So the last blow that they would need is for Greece to pull away from the euro as well. Now, I'm going to break this down to simple man terms. That's what I'm about. I break it down to where everybody can understand it, anybody can understand it. And we're going to use common sense here. So, this is my belief. So, last week, the Dow Jones lost over 300, 400 some points, right? And why did that happen? All that happened pretty much because of Greece. Greece, they said no to the bailout. Greece was on the verge of default. They started shutting down banks. And that sent the Dow Jones down. Why? Emotions. Emotions make you cry sometimes. So, emotions. You say, like, well, what Prince would have to do anything? Because mostly it's driven by emotion. The market's mostly driven by emotion and speculation. So now, all the people, you got to think about it. Let's build the scenario of the U.S. market. The U.S. market itself has been bullish, which means it's been strong, going up for the last 6 or 7 years. Now everybody, due to the stimulus packages that were passed and approved, and also due to people shutting down due to the Federal Reserve lowering interest rates. So now people are in the situation of, okay, this market has been going up and bullish. When is it going to take a downturn? So everybody's anticipating that downturn. And the reason why everybody's anticipating a downturn, every time the chairman of the board, the Federal Reserve, Jane Yellen, every time she gets up and speaks, the market always has a sell-off, and whatever she says, the market always reacts to what she's saying, because everybody's kind of anticipating when is this market going to take its downturn. So if everybody's anticipating a downturn, then all of a sudden Greece shut down banks, Greece on the verge of defaulting, first thing come to people's mind, can that happen here? Is this going to be the sell-off? Is it going to happen to the U.S.? Hey, if it does happen to the U.S., am I prepared? Maybe I might need some cash. In order to get cash, what do I have to do? I have to sell some stuff. That's the kind of notion that goes along. That's the kind of notion that happens with people, to say, okay, this is going to happen. This is bad. Let's get rid of it, or whatever, right? So everybody's kind of anticipating the downturn. So when they see Greece, it fuels the emotion. This is my opinion. Now let's shift it back to Greece. When you look at Greece, first Tuesday, as of Tuesday, they officially defaulted, right? Why didn't they get yanked off the euro? Why didn't that happen? The prime minister called in and said, hey, you know what? Let's work a bailout deal. So they proposed another bailout deal. When the bailout deal came, the Greek prime minister didn't like it. He told his people, hey, when you vote on Sunday, vote no. Which was kind of crazy, because it's like, hey, he said he wanted a new bailout deal. They give him one. Then he tells people to say no to the bailout? Doesn't make sense. Well, whatever terms and stipulations, which I don't know, I didn't look it all the way. Whatever stipulations, it doesn't look too favorable in Greece's favor. Which is kind of makes sense, because if you can't pay your bills, then how can you have leverage? So now, here comes Sunday. We're going to fast forward to the day. The people listen to the prime minister, or they agree with the term, not agree with the terms, but they agreed that the terms were bad, and they all voted heck no. We don't want that, right? So now, why they pulled up the euro? How does Europe react? Europe says, hey, you know what? We're already doing bad. We can't afford for Greece to pull away from the Eurozone. Guess what? We're going to have an emergency meeting on Tuesday. So with that scenario being kind of built, it kind of makes me think of that they want to work with Greece. They want to keep Greece on the euro, and they're going to figure out something to get Greece on the euro. Because why not let them go? They already said no to the bailout. They already officially defaulted. Let them go. Why are you holding on? Because you want to hold on. Any other business deal, you're talking to somebody that they're saying no. They don't have any money. They're broke. Their bank is shutting down. You're already cutting them off, and you're still trying to work with them. That lets me know that you might be a little tad bit desperate. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion, right? Now, how does the U.S. market going to react? Of course, today's Sunday. Tomorrow, I definitely think it's going to be a sell-off. Maybe I might be wrong. I think the Dow is going to drop about somewhere between 50 to 150 points. That's my prediction. 50 to 150 point drop tomorrow on the Dow Jones. Now, and I think, depending on how this meeting comes, if this meeting goes well, this meeting go well on Tuesday when Greece and Europe figure out how they want to run things, and if they keep Greece on the euro is going to shoot up. So will the Dow Jones. That's my personal belief. Now I paint a picture. How can you take advantage of this? Now, if you're a forex person, you can do forex where you can trade you can short the euro dollar pair and stuff like that. If you're a forex person, which is the forex market is 24/7. But if you're a stock person, you're like, hey, I don't do the euro thing. How can I? What's going on, Prince? So right here, I have pulled up symbol DRB. Is that right? DRR. I'm sorry about that. Move my cursor out the way. DRR is the symbol I have pulled up. And what this does is this shorts the euro. So what this essentially does is the worse the euro does, the better this stock is going to do, or the better this position. It's an ETF, right? The better that this is going to do over time. So you can come down here, you can read the strategy. It's pretty much going to, I'll let you guys read, you don't have to read it to you, but it's pretty much going against saying, hey, every time the euro does bad, it's going to do good. So you can kind of look here. If you don't believe me, you can go to the chart. We all know that the euro has been sucking over the last couple of years. When you go to the chart here, let's pull up a 1-year chart. You see the 1-year chart, essentially you see how this is going up because the euro has been doing kind of crappy as of late. So that's just one way. And if you want to invest into that, you hit the buy button. Simple and easy. You hit the buy button, you put in what you want to buy, and you can put in a position if you want to short the euro. Short means to bet against. Now if you're saying, hey Prince, you know what? I don't want to go with the masses. I want to go against the masses. Since everybody's selling off the euro is doing so bad, I think it's going to go up. Then you can just easily go here to another stock symbol called the URR, which is going long on the euro. This is going long. This means that you think it's going to do well. This is the way, right? Because now let's look at the chart on this. You can see it has been going down. So the better, not the better, but the euro, this has been going down because if you're betting long, which means that you're bullish, which means that you think the euro is going to gain value, it hasn't over time, over the last year. You can see how it's slowly, blah, 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 going down. So what you can say is like, hey, you know what? I think that this thing is going to turn around and skyrocket like no other, because we know everything runs in cycles. You click on that buy button, boom. And that's how you can buy and bet long on the euro with using ETNs, right? Now, another way with Greek. Something I've been telling you guys for a little while here. We're going to go to Greek. That's the stock symbol for this one. It's an ETF for Greece. It's at $10 now. You can see, we're going to look at the chart here. This is essentially like the Dow Jones of Greece. Look at this. It's been dropping, of course, because of the whole financial situation. You can say, hey, you know what? I think this is going to do well. This is a good way you can buy some and hold it. And the cool part about it is it also pays a dividend as well of 1.20, which is not bad. Right now it does. It has a yield. So for pretty much it's saying for every stock that you have, it's going to pay you 13 cents at the end of the year. Which is, hey, you can take that, reinvest it, do whatever you want to do. You can say, hey, the best time, they always say when the best time to invest is in chaos. Now, another thing you can do is you can say, hey, I think that I don't want to buy the stock. I just want to take advantage of the situation. If I think the euro is going to, not the euro, but I think this Greece situation is going to get worse, you can actually bet against it. As you can see here, you can see a lot of people have an open interest by buying a put. You can buy a put on it, right? Or if you believe it's bullish, you can buy a call on it, right? Or you can buy a put and a call. You can use straddles, you can use strangles, you can use all types of situations. These are situations you can take advantage of what's going on and profit. So I hope this video was great. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment button, share button. Leave me your opinions. Let me know what you guys think. But I built a scenario for you guys, showed you a couple ways you can profit, and I hope you guys do the best. Stay marked on this. What is Prince going to do? Come tomorrow when the sell-off happens at the end of the market, I'm going to see how much the market tanks, and I'm going to buy some calls on the Dow Jones. That's my play. If you follow me, you know that's what I'm doing. When everybody else is running, I'm running to it. So that's me. Anyway, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, share, all of the good stuff. Leave some comments, leave some feedback. Until the next time, you guys know what to do. Be safe.